Should 20-somethings become self-employed estate agents? Today I'm joined by the wonderful Sam Cerrone, who just happens to be a self-employed estate agent with a certain small firm called EXP. Never heard of you.
No.
As you know, I'm a massive fan, Sam, of the self-employed estate agency model. But there aren't that many youngsters doing it. Why not? Talk to me.
They should. They literally should take the world into their own hands
Okay.
and take control of their employment, because this is setting them up for life now, not later on in life. The old-fashioned way is potentially becoming...
Okay. You would say that, though, because you can employ people on your damn line and earn money from it.
No, not
It's a
necessarily.
pyramid scheme, isn't it?
No. Now you're just wanting to change it over.
It's not a pyramid scheme, by the way.
No, it's not a pyramid scheme. And I wouldn't go and take a 22-year-old young guy or young lady on if it wasn't right for them. But the way that
Some of your compatriots would, though.
Such as?
I'm not going to mention names.
As in with like no experience?
No, but just the right person.
Yeah. And I get that, because I was 19 when I first started. But would you throw them straight into being self-employed immediately? No.
No.
However, are there people out there doing apprenticeships after leaving school, doing a couple of years in the corporate, finding their true value, whether it sits right with them? Some people go and do it just to get a bit of money, so it allows them to do what they want to do at the weekend, and they switch off at 5 o'clock. That's fine. But looking back to how I was back then, I would go home still tying up deals. I would be in the shower thinking about where my next deal's coming from. I'd go to my morning meeting knowing which valuations I was going out to and which buyers would buy them. Now, if we've got young people at the age of 22 thinking those thoughts, they need to consider being self-employed.
There's not many of them out there, but they are out there, aren't they?
But is that because the corporate world's slowly fading?
I mean, I spoke with a wonderful young man from the South Coast who's 21, and absolutely, he rang me in the car with senior management next to me, and she said at the end, bloody hell, he's good.
Really? What was he showing us that made you think he's really good?
He wanted to better himself.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted, he just wanted to better himself, and he said, I'm on the mission of talking to people who I think can help me.
Brad Saxton is part of EXP. I think he's about 23, 24. He was with Purple Bricks before he came over, and I admire him. And this is why I say another generation that I'm learning from. He had no valuations for nearly 6 to 8 weeks. He hit that brick wall. I mean, not even a brick wall. That is, should I even do this? But he kept trying different angles. And then eventually social media worked with him. And I know you love the phrases, but he now continuously caps, and he icon last year. And as somebody who's part of EXP, for a young gentleman that hasn't even had children yet, the world is his on his terms. He can now go and get married in the future, and he could go and have a month off for his honeymoon if he really wants to. He can go and have children, and he doesn't need to have 2 weeks of paternity crap pay. He can go and have maybe 3 months off. The life is his now from a young age, and that's what's quite exciting for the new generation coming in. If there's a love and passion, not just estate agency, you see it now. I mean, the way that social media is, you see the young people in carpentry, they do some absolutely incredible stuff on TikTok. Plumbers, or I was following a young guy the other day, does underfloor heating. And his social media page is so engaging. So if there's a love and a passion there for an industry, why not go into the self-employed world before you've got the biggest overheads going of children?
And a mortgage.
And a mortgage, anything, any outgoing, do it while
well,
you can.
If you listen to Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, he actually says that that's the time you should be doing it.
100%. But I don't think back then, for me, 20 years ago, it was kind of like an unheard thing. And now we're going into a new generation, and we need to jump on that. And I know myself and Claire Hughes have spoke about it with women in estate agency. It's going to be a big thing next year. It's about this new generation that are coming in. And the sooner we get them being self-employed, the sooner we can start taking control of this country and having control of it of ourselves.
Thank you for your time today, Sam. Put your comments in the replies in the comments. Do you agree with Sam or she talking a load of rubbish? Love to know your thoughts. Thank you very much.